Thursday, June 13th. Lucky 13. Lucky 13. Markets are plummeting as I speak. Hold on. This is going to be worth nothing in a few days. Yes. Hold on. We got it all here. Not much. Ain't going to be worth much of anything. Come on, folks. Come along with me as we burn our dollar bills. They're going to be worthless. You're going to be wiping your rear end, your hiney with this stuff. This is what you need. That's what you need. Get your silver, buddies. We want silver. All right. Let me bring the music down and we'll get going. Wow, what a great opening to a great show. It's Thursday morning, 9:30 Central Daylight Time. Hope you're having a good day, and man, the weekend is almost here. My, how time flies when you're having fun. Yesterday, we got a readout on inflation again. They were expecting, I think it was year over year, 3.4. But the readout came in at 3.3. Do you believe these numbers? Do you believe these numbers? I don't. It's almost like they manufactured that number somehow, right? Like they had a hammer and some nails and they're making numbers up as they pull them out of some of their, orifices. Yes, they're pulling numbers out of places you probably don't want to touch. But not only that, our buddy Jerome Powell at the Fed has decided to keep things the way they are one more month. I've lost track how many months he's just kind of on power glide here, but he left the interest rate stable and where it's at, and then he threw Wall Street a little cookie. He said that he still thought we might be able to reduce the interest rate once by the end of the year. I don't know why he said that, but it was just a cookie to make Wall Street happy. Obviously, it didn't make Wall Street happy. Let's see where Wall Street's at right now. Let's see. We'll refresh this here. Wall Street's down 290 points. Even silver's down $1 today. So there's a pullback on silver, folks. So if you're thinking about buying some of this awesome, wonderful, when you hold this in your hand, you really appreciate that it's real money and it's got some weight to it. Actually, a troy ounce is, more than an ounce. It's like, I don't know, there's like extra grams in it, but when you hold this, it is heavy. It is heavy. This is real money. And the more and more I watch videos on the tube about silver, you're hearing more and more about businesses and places that will take this as payment. More and more people are considering taking this as payment, folks, as we move forward. And, this stuff has no value. This is pretty much zero. This is real. Look at it. It's all messed up here. I don't treat it well because it doesn't have any value. This is nothing more than toilet paper at this point, folks. Truthfully, this is nothing more than toilet paper. I just kind of strew it around my house and let it sit there and wipe my nose and other places with it. So there you go. So the Fed kept the rates the way they are. That means I'm still getting 5.3% for 30 days at my friend Charles Schwab's CD CD portal. So that's a good thing. I'm loving that. I'm raking in some bucks on that. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show as interest rates are on hold again, folks. Again. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm making 5.3. I'll check the rates again today because I got somebody that wanted to buy some more CDs, and I'm going to help them out and show them what they need to do to get themselves a CD. And there you go, guys. There you go. There's reports, I don't know if you saw in the news, getting over to the migrants. Boston, Logan Airport's turned into a shelter. They are swimming in illegals again in Boston for some reason. They're talking about opening and rehabbing a closed prison to house these people. How fitting. How fitting. Chicago's closed a couple shelters that were on like Park District property, and there was an old warehouse that they've mothballed for now. And there's a Catholic school that they're working on getting open on the north side, northwest side of Chicago, St. Bartholomew's, where the Archdiocese of Chicago rented it to the city of Chicago for $1, and the city of Chicago is subleasing it to some NGO organization to run. They're gonna get like about 400 to 500 people in this old grade school on the northwest side. I'm sure the residents on that that area are just happy to have some newcomers, some border buddies, some Biden buddies in their neighborhood. Yeah. So I'm not sure I would be in a welcoming party for any of the border buddies if they were coming to my neighborhood. Although, as I've told you guys, I notice when I go to some of the grocery stores, I see these little Hispanic ladies walking around the grocery store, usually like 3 or 4 of them to one cart, and none of them speak English. So kind of a dead giveaway. I know our buddies at the Salvation Army out here by me. Save your pennies. Don't even bother giving them to the Salvation Army anymore. Have brought some of these people out to the suburbs and injected them into our communities. Haven't been seeing them beg for money on streets too much. There's a town over from me where I see every once in a while see somebody panhandling, but it hasn't gotten out of control. Usually 1 or 2 people per day. If I go over that way, I'll see if it's a nice day. There'll be people panhandling, but I guess that's to be expected. That's a sign of the times to see panhandling. I mean, I bet you if I went downtown Chicago, I hear a lot of stories about every corner on the city of Chicago and the Loop and Michigan Avenue, just covered with illegals and their children, sitting around asking for you to buy some chiclets and Kit Kats. Are you guys on this new craze, ketchup and Kit Kats? I guess it's like a millennial thing or a Gen Z thing where you take your Kit Kat and you put a little bit of ketchup on it. Crazy. I like Kit Kats, but I'm not sure that I want some ketchup on my Kit Kat. Maybe my fries, but not my Kit Kat. So I hope you guys are taking advantage of these high interest rates. I got a story too. Somebody emailed me in the home building industry and said one of his he works for a large company, and I won't say who it is, but we did a video a couple of weeks ago about Lennar. We filmed some video at a Lennar development in northern Illinois, and I commented that there was just a huge amount of homes being built that were sold. They had the sold sign out there, and it looked like the economy was roaring, right? Because I mean, there was like 15 houses being built, and probably 12 of them were already had sold signs in the yard. And I mean, they were still framing, and they even had the roof done yet. So this person wrote in. He said his company likes to use sold signs in the properties that they're building as a way to convince prospective buyers to buy. That they need to have the fear of missing out, FOMO, right? You've heard of FOMO, the fear of missing out. They use that tactic to get people to inadvertently sign up for a new home. Kind of sneaky and tricky, right? They just take, and what does it cost them? They just put a sign in these yards and make it look like they're sold, and later on they'll say that they fell through and they're available should anybody want them. But it seems to work, folks. It seems to work for this company, which I will not say what company it is. So there you go. There's a good way to sell, right? If you're a salesman, you probably have used a similar tactic to that in the past. So fear of missing out, even though you can't afford it. I hope you guys are reducing your debt levels. I hope you're considering stocking up on some of this. Start your stacking. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. That is one beautiful round. It's a round of silver. People ask where I get my silver from. SD Bullion, folks. SD Bullion. They're on the internet. Been working with them to buy some of this stuff for the last couple of years. When I decided that I needed to preserve my wealth, this is a good way to preserve your wealth. This will not preserve anything. This is just garbage at this point, guys. This is just garbage. This will not preserve anything. This will help protect your wealth. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. But we're not giving financial advice. Do what you want. But this is how I protect my wealth. I use this as a wealth shield. I would much rather have a wealth shield made out of metal than one made out of paper, right? This is not very protective. I mean, this, you can burn this, you can rip this. It's not very protective. This, kind of hard to put a hole in this, kind of hard to burn. If you try to burn this, it's just gonna melt. So this is what you need if you're trying to create yourself a wealth shield, folks. There you go. Hope you're having a good day. We're headed to the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. I got a feeling a lot of you people don't even work on Fridays. You sit at home and browse the internet while your workers pay you. So I know that's what I did in the day. When I was working, Fridays were my mental health day. I would just sit at home and zone out and answer my phone when I had to. So there you go. I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you. I'm not going to do anything nasty like call you a Gen Zer or a millennial or anything like that, even though those are the lazy people in our economy these days. But anyway, I think I'm done for today. We'll keep it nice and short. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. It helps with the algorithm. We can only hope that we get some more views, some more likes, and some more comments. And it's DJ Wonder Chrissy, and we'll end every show as we end those shows with saying goodbye and hey, see ya!